If by playlist you mean like a group of videos, like a video list, we used to have that and it wasn't used very much. We got rid of it. If by playlist you mean like music sharing, music is an important part of Instagram, but it's sort of an augmentation. It makes a video better. You can share what you're listening to in your notes, but we're not trying to build a listening first experience. That's, I think, going to be better handled by Spotify and the other competitors in that space. Shadow banning means different things to different people. Usually it's used to mean that you're not getting as much reach as you think you deserve. I think that there are instances where we will actually limit the reach of an account, but if that's happening, you can see that in account status. So go to profile settings and account status. If that's not happening, then we are not, we're not trying to artificially demote you. It could be that the people who follow you don't use Instagram anymore, or they are not interested in your content anymore. It could be that our ranking systems are making a mistake and undervaluing your content, but it's in our interest to connect content that people are interested in with those people as much as possible, because the more we do that, the happier they are, the happier the creator is, and the stronger the business is. So we're trying to connect people with content that they are interested in, and we do make mistakes. But if you think something's happening artificially, you can check account status. Edits is coming soon, looking about a month out. I'm really excited about it. There's going to be some fun differences from not just CapCut, but the other major editors out there. So keep an eye out, and you're welcome to pre-order in the App Store now. We don't want to remove highlights. We're just trying to figure out a way to get more of the content above the fold on the profile and simplify it. So one idea is to move highlights into the grid and mark them as highlights and still have a highlights tab. We'll try others as well, but we're not looking to delete them entirely. We're just trying to simplify the experience, because Instagram, quite frankly, has become too complicated over the years. Got a lot of angry comments about this week. The reason is the vast majority of both photos and videos uploaded are vertical. So Square is just cropping most of that content away and just not really respecting the content. Now, I know some of you spend a lot of time lining up those grids, and it's really frustrating to see it change, and I hear you. But we really do have to make the default experience reflect the default content that is uploaded. So that's why. Those glasses were Ray-Ban Metas, so they just have a speaker and a microphone, which is awesome, and cameras. I use them mostly for phone calls and audiobooks and podcasts and music, sometimes for photos of the kids. These are not. The most advanced feature is that they are progressive lenses to make reading easier while also being able to see far. Nobody has punched me in the mouth, but I get my fair share of angry DMs and comments about changes. What we're trying to do is evolve Instagram to make sure that it stays relevant. We ship things that people use. We ship things when it looks like people are going to use Instagram more and get more value out of it. We know that there's so many people, over 2 billion on the platform, that there's going to be many people who disagree with any change, but the alternative is just to become slowly irrelevant. So not looking to piss anybody off, not trying to be contentious, just trying to evolve this thing forward and stay relevant in a world where competition is fierce and changing quickly. I talk here not to necessarily convince everybody about every change that we make, but just to explain it. So that's what I'm trying to do. I recognize that that's going to mean that I got a lot of hate from some of you, and that's part of the job. As long as a video is 3 minutes long or shorter, it can be recommended to accounts that do not follow you. Well, for one, it's not showing you every reel that anybody you follow liked. It's basically recommendations for you where we start by looking at things that your friends or the accounts that you follow have liked. Also, you could see a lot of other things in Activity tab that you cannot see in the Friends tab in Reels. We used to talk about it, but most time spent on Instagram at this point is watching video. So I'm not sure what Instagram would be if there wasn't video in it. I know it can be frustrating when things change on you, but if Instagram was still a feed of Square photos and there's no DMs and no stories and no reels, maybe some of you would like it more, but the truth is we would be way less relevant in the world, and I probably wouldn't even be making this video.